2 days ago, one of the craziest NBA deadlines we ever seen in the league just went down. We saw at least 40 second round picks getting traded. We saw some players go back to their original team. We seen Russell Westbrook get traded. D'Lo goes to the Lakers. Kevin Durant and Kyrie, two of the top 15 to 20 players in the league. Well, I say top 10 in the league, got moved from Brooklyn. There's been some new title contenders that have come out of this trade deadline, and yeah, it's been crazy. So the Celtics, they traded for Mike Muscala. They don't get Jakob Poeltl because he was traded to the Raptors, I think, a day earlier. Mike Muscala provides shooting for the team, another shooting big. I think last night he went 8 for 10 from the 3-point line for the Celtics. So yeah, it's a good pickup for them. I want to talk about the Bulls. They're stuck in kind of a no man's land right now because they aren't particularly in strong playoff contention, but they aren't in a spot where they can tank. They have star players like DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, but they don't have a good enough team to really make a push for anything outside of playing. They didn't get better over the trade deadline, and they didn't get worse. So the Bulls front office, I don't really understand. They're kind of stuck. You're like, do we blow it up or do we try to get better? And they didn't do any of that. Now for Miami, it's a little bit different, but at the same time, it's kind of the same. They're in a better position than the Bulls. They have better players than the Bulls. They have a better front office. They have better coaching than the Bulls. But the thing is they're in the same spot. They're contending for a first round exit, kind of. And maybe if Jimmy Butler plays the way he did last season, they get somewhere. But they're not winning the finals this year because of what's going on in the West. They're not. I don't even see them making it to the second round with the team they have now. They didn't get better. They didn't get worse. They're kind of stuck in the middle. If you're a Heat fan, you gotta want to see Kyle Lowry get traded. Maybe they on the buyout market they try to get some guys from there, like Russell Westbrook. I seen he's very interested in Miami, but the Heat got to get better if they want to contend. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had some serious faith in Portland. I saw Damian Lillard. He was going off. And then Kyrie Irving requested trade. In my head, I was thinking, this is it. This is time for the Blazers to get Damian Lillard some help, right? No. I thought they was going to get Kevin Durant in the offseason. That didn't happen. I think it's really time. I think it's really time for them to have a serious conversation. I don't think they want to have this conversation, but I think it's time for them to have a serious conversation about their future with Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, he's a good player, but it's clear they don't want to get him any help. I don't understand. CJ McCollum, he was there. They got to the Western Conference Finals. But Damian Lillard, man, he's just not getting any help. What is he averaging over his last 5? Like 37 points a game. I'm surprised he's not an all-star starter this season. He's playing on an MVP level, but it's just that he's just not getting help. And yes, the Blazers have guys like Jeremy Grant and Anthony Simons who are fringe all-star players, but Damian Lillard, he needs another superstar, especially with the roster they got. He needs a superstar next to him. The Bucks, they traded for Jay Crowder. They traded for a better PJ Tucker. They trade George Hill away. Jordan Nwora, he gets signed to the Pacers. This is a great move for the Bucks, actually. They have been missing some shooting guard play. I know Jay Crowder isn't a shooting guard, but he's also a 3-and-D guy. If you put 3-and-D guys around a Giannis, 3-and-D guys around, a prime Westbrook, 3-and-D guys around a LeBron, you are bound to have success. And the Bucks clearly realize this, and the Bucks are surrounding him with 3-and-D guys like Chris Middleton and Jay Crowder now, and which we all thought was Grayson Allen. Not even to mention one of the best weak side defenders and a 3-and-D big, Brook Lopez. I think he's still top 5 in blocks per game and total blocks in the season. So this is a great move for the Bucks. And the Raptors really fooled me. They really did. I was going into the trade deadline thinking that the Raptors were going to blow it up. I saw a lot of rumors saying Fred VanVleet was out the door. I saw a lot of rumors saying that Pascal, he was out. I even saw some rumors that OG was out. I even saw rumors that they were buyers. I thought a lot of people said they were contending to get Kevin Durant. They were trading for Kyrie, but no, none of that. The team is pretty much the same. They have the same core of guys. It's nothing wrong with that. Actually, it is, because they're in a similar situation as the Bulls and as the Heat, where they're kind of stuck in the middle here. They didn't get better and they didn't get worse. The Raptors, I thought Masai Ujiri was going to be aggressive this deadline, but he wasn't, and it kind of disappointed me because I wanted to see some changes in Toronto. Whether that be them blowing it up or them getting better. What they have now is not consistent, and what they have now is maybe not a good fit for each other. Pascal, he's an all-star starter this season, so he's clearly doing his thing. Fred VanVleet, he struggled early on. He's starting to get his footing. Scotty Barnes, despite what his stats look like, his sophomore season has kind of been a little bit of a letdown. And the Raptors, maybe they get somebody in buyout market similar to the Bulls, similar to the Heat, but it's not looking good for them this season. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and an array of draft picks is all you need to acquire Kevin Durant, as he is being sent to Phoenix for those pieces. Just about 72 hours later after the Kyrie trade, at 1:05 in the morning, Kevin Durant was traded to the Suns, and man, it's shaking up the West completely. Ja Morant said they were fine in the West. They are not fine in the West. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, all four of them alone have the might to will a Suns team to the finals. They're clearly the favorites to win it after the deadline. Even the sports books say it. Kevin Durant, he's one of the all-time greats, and we've never seen something like this before. We've never seen two of the greatest players of all time get traded within the span of 72 hours. Is unheard of. For the Nets, you can look at this two different ways. One way is, the Nets, they're just down bad. They just lost two of the greatest players of all time in terms of skill. And on the other hand, you can look at it with like opportunistic. Their young core, they have a young core now. Cam Thomas, he is showing what he can be. Nick Claxton and now Mikal Bridges, two of the best defenders in the league. And I believe they're both under 25. So the Nets have a bright future, but it is sad to see what happened. Kevin Durant and Kyrie only played 80 games together, and when they were on the floor together, they rarely lost. It was just always something with this team, and sooner than later, we thought that they would break apart, but they broke apart. This is probably the most disappointing team in NBA history. Lakers fans are rejoicing right now as Russell Westbrook gets traded to the Jazz in a 3-team trade, which includes Mike Conley, D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, and Malik Beasley. Also, it includes some bench players, some role players like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, not Jared Vanderbilt, Juan Toscano Anderson, and some other players. But the Lakers, man, they get better. They 100% get better. Jared Vanderbilt, he's a great defensive player. Malik Beasley, he's one of the best shooters in the league. And obviously D'Angelo Russell, he's been playing great as of late. He's been shooting the lights out the ball as of late. So you surround LeBron with shooters and you get success. So that's what Rob Pelinka was probably thinking in this trade deadline, and that's exactly what he did. He got LeBron some shooters, and now we're going to see if the Lakers are going to be able to make a push. Anytime you have Anthony Davis and LeBron James on your team, you automatically have a chance for a championship. Now it's time for them to put it together and go on a run. It's going to be tough because they have guys like Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, as I mentioned earlier. But I think they can do it. Russell Westbrook, though, he gets traded to the Utah Jazz. I don't think he'll play a game. He might play a game for the Jazz, but I don't think he'll play a game. He'll likely get bought out and signed with either the Clippers, the Heat, or the Bulls. Alright, I think that's going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. I didn't talk about that Warriors trade because, as many of you probably know, it might not go down because it fell physical. But if it does go down, then hey, the Warriors got themselves a nice trade. They finally get rid of Wiseman. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Oh, and before I forget, thanks y'all for the appreciation over the past 2 weeks. The channel been rising up like crazy over here on YouTube and on TikTok. So I just wanted to say thank you. And with that, I'm gonna end this video off. I'll see y'all next time.